I remember when I was 26 years old. I had just finished my studies, and I truly believed that I would find a job immediately. But life does not always go the way we expect. That period was one of the hardest moments of my life. I had no job, no money, and my family needed me. I was sending my resume everywhere, dozens of them every single day, but I never got a reply. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The hope I had started to fade away, replaced by a growing sense of panic. One night, I was sitting alone in my small room, staring at the ceiling, asking myself a painful question: what can I do now? I felt completely lost. I felt miserable. And for the first time in my life, I sincerely asked God for help. I wasn't just praying, I was pleading. I said, "Please send me a sign, send me a message. Help me with anything. I just need a push." I felt so powerless, and I just needed something, anything, to show me a way forward. The next morning, like everyone else, I opened my phone. And I saw a post about a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. The post said this book holds the secret of how the world works. Now, I wasn't someone who believed in this kind of stuff, but that night I had asked for a sign, and this felt different. I was desperate. So I thought, what do I have to lose? I found a free copy online and downloaded it. I started reading immediately, still lying in my bed. And that day, I finished the entire book. Because from that moment, my life began to change. Hello everyone, my name is Omar, and this is my story. It is the story of a man searching for his place, his purpose, and his worth in life. If you enjoy these episodes, thank you for subscribing and for sharing them with others. This series is about the laws of life, the laws that help you achieve anything you want. Whether you dream of becoming a doctor, a journalist, wealthy, or simply fulfilled, these laws apply. They are universal, just like the law of gravity. They don't care who you are or where you're from. They just work. Today, I am 34 years old, and I am a university professor. But this did not happen by accident. I didn't just get lucky. I discovered these laws. I practiced them. I failed many, many times. I corrected my mistakes. And eventually I mastered them. My journey wasn't a straight lineup. It was full of trial and error, but with each step, I learned more about how these principles shape our reality. And that's what I want to share with you, not just the theory, but the practical steps that took me from that dark room to a life I once only dreamed of. After finishing that book, I realized something very important, and this is what I want to share with you today. The world is not random. Nothing exists without purpose. Everything in this universe works according to laws. Think about it. Scientists do not study events randomly. They study causes and results: earthquakes, floods, tsunamis. They search for the laws behind them, the patterns that govern nature. They know that if you understand the cause, you can predict the result. In the same way, miracles do not happen without rules. These rules are what we call laws. And just as there are physical laws, there are also mental and spiritual laws that govern our success, our happiness, and our fulfillment. Our lives are not a series of random accidents. They are a reflection of the laws we consciously or unconsciously follow. The first law I want to share with you today is the law of silence, or what I call keep it private. Many people misunderstand this law. It does not only apply to good things. It applies to everything. Your success, your plans, your goals, your income, your love, your happiness, even your sadness and your struggles, your dreams. Not everyone deserves access to your life, especially the parts that are still growing, still fragile. Imagine a tiny seed you've just planted. You wouldn't dig it up every day to show people, would you? You'd protect it. You'd water it in private and let it grow strong before it breaks the surface. Your goals are like that seed. Protect what matters. Let the results speak for you. When I understood this law, I realized how much I used to tell people about myself. I'd share every new idea, every little step I was planning to take. And I noticed a pattern. The more I talked about my plans, the less likely they were to happen. This doesn't mean people are bad. It does not mean you should isolate yourself or never trust anyone. It means that when you keep parts of your life private, your focus stays stronger, your energy stays with you. Because every law works through energy, through vibration. When you share your goals too early, you dissipate that creative energy. The opinions, doubts, or even the misplaced excitement of others can interfere with your own frequency. It's like trying to tune a radio with a dozen other stations blaring in the background. So remember this. The first law is silence. Keep it private. I still practice this law today. I work quietly. I build in silence. I let the results speak. But this law alone cannot make dreams come true. It's a powerful foundation, but it's not the whole building. Even if you stay silent and work hard in your room, something else is needed. You can keep all the secrets in the world, but if you don't take action, nothing changes. And that brings us to the most powerful law of all, the law of practice. It's the engine that drives everything else forward. In the next video, I will explain, what does this law really mean? How do you practice it effectively, not just mindlessly? And how do you master it to make it an automatic part of your life? I promise you, it will not be boring theory. We will dive into practical techniques that you can start using right away. This law is the foundation of all other laws in this world. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.